Themapedia Stories, unfolding your untold stories.
Ajasa.
The midwife's words cut deep. Congratulations, it's a boy, but we've lost her. Omoyemi's mother, the queen, was shattered by the news of her daughter's passing. Tears streaming down her face, she let out a heart-wrenching scream. The king, stoic as ever, tried to comfort her, but she couldn't contain her grief. The elders of the land paid a condolence visit to the palace, offering words of solace to the royal family. Despite the king's efforts to console her, the queen's tears wouldn't cease. Amidst the sorrow, Omoyemi's son was named Adeyemi. In line with Yoruba tradition, the youth leader oversaw Omoyemi's burial, as young children's passing was celebrated rather than mourned. The villagers gathered to pay their respects as Omoyemi was laid to rest in the community courtyard. As time flew by, Adeyemi grew in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Years later, the throne of Ajagba's kingship stool lay vacant, with Adeyemi as the rightful heir. The question on everyone's mind was, would King Akinduro's bloodline reclaim the throne of Ajagba? Only time would reveal the answer. The death of Omoyemi threw the whole of Ajagba into mourning. When King Akai heard about the demise of Omoyemi, he poisoned himself and committed suicide, not knowing that Omoyemi had survived her pregnancy. His assumption was that he had no one to abdicate his throne to. This true life story gives us insight into why war should be avoided among communities. Not only that, King Akinduro later died with no legitimate child to abdicate his throne to, which might have eventually led to another ruling family starting the rulership of the Ajasa kingdom. Meanwhile, Omoyemi's son, Adeyemi, is entitled to contest for the stool of Ajagba kingship or Ajasa, knowing fully well that he has the bloodline of both Ajasa and Ajagba. Akai's first wife had run to Igbokada, where she hailed from, since she couldn't conceive for King Akai before the rage of the war. The whole kingdom of Ajagba was destabilized, which made the communities start their lives afresh. As the story echoed loudly, the children listening to it were amazed. The elderly man telling the story stood up from his chair, saying, "I am Adeyemi. I neither chose to be the king of Ajasa nor Ajagba. I decided to avoid anything that has to do with royalty. I decided I want to live in peace and avoid any kingship position. I have no regrets about my decision." He continued, "My uncle later became the king of Ajasa, while my father's younger brother was crowned the king of Ajagba 70 years ago. I am in my 90s now. The gods of the land have used me to be a mediator between the two communities. Ever since I made the decision, Ajasa and Ajagba have been living in peace and harmony. The two communities intermarry and share similar cultures in common. This is my greatest joy. I am Adeyemi, and my mother is from Ajasa, while my father is from Ajagba."
Themapedia Stories, unfolding your untold stories.
Ajasa.